The reason, the rhyme. 5 things that mean something to me and the reason why. This time, special date, 1995. Right, so 20th of May 1995, Everton played Manchester United at Wembley for the FA Cup final, which we won 1-0 thanks to a Paul Rideout goal. I was there. Fantastic. The old Wembley with the old Twin Towers and the greyhounds track around it. Fantastic stadium. The new one's great as well, but the old one was proper magic. So of course, I have to pick the Everton FA Cup song that year, which just so happens to be a fantastic song anyway, All Together Now by The Farm. The lead singer of which is a massive Liverpool fan, but I think he'd have been quite happy with the fact that Everton took on that tune. Keith Mullen, the guitarist, is a big blue. So yeah, I think it was the right song, and it's a fantastic song anyway. Just the normal version, but the Everton version was pretty cool as well. They still play it before Everton games. That shows you how good it is. I had to pick that one really, didn't I? Yeah, anyway, it was a superb weekend down in London. Had a great time, had a laugh with my mates. Had people all around the West End buying us ale. Loads of Chelsea, Arsenal, QPR fans. Everyone hated Man United, didn't he? So they're happy seeing us win. So we had a superb weekend, and that song was played quite regularly. Yeah, boss tune, All Together Now, The Farm. The Farm are great anyway, so I suggest you go and listen to them, and listen to as much as you possibly can. Next, October 1995. Tears for Fears, Raoul and the Kings of Spain from the album of the same name. Now, I can't remember this song when it come out or at this moment in time. I only remember it from a few years later. But it's one of those songs that I absolutely love. I've got it on a couple of playlists, and whenever it comes on, just whack up the volume because it's a proper rocker of a tune. This isn't even switched on, I don't know why that's there. It's after Kurt Smith left the band, so it's only Roland Orzabal, but I was going to say Roland Orzabal's voice is Tears for Fears, but I suppose Kurt Smith is as well, isn't it? It's still Tears for Fears, just a shame they weren't both in the band at the same time. It's quite heavy. It's another one that's really good live. I've seen it on a few gigs on YouTube and that. Seem to play it really well. But again, looking through the top 40 when I was making this list, that's the one that stood out a mile. It's a boss tune. Some great lyrics in it as well. To turn each loss into a gain. What more can you ask for than that? Great tune, check it out. On my birthday in April, I had a look through, and the one that jumped out at me immediately was Tricky, Black Steel. Tricky is a perfectly named artist because he's a very, very difficult man to get a grip of, I think, to get your head around. Everything, I remember listening to him with Massive Attack. Everything he did back then always had that sort of smooth vibe, lots of blues and jazz, mellow, laid back kind of vibe about it, and yet at the same time he's got a lot of edge about what he does. So he's punching you with a velvet glove kind of thing, you know what I mean? So he's always had that about him. And then to do a reworking of a Public Enemy song, Black Steel. I mean, Public Enemy are just the epitome of edge. To then take one of their songs, reimagine it in your own style, for it to then still have your own edge on top of that as well, I think is absolutely incredible. Very brave to do that, to pick that particular song. I love it. There's a power to it. There's an energy, a rolling kind of constant, I don't know. Sort of just below the surface, there's like an angst. Like it's about to just, at any second, it'll absolutely kick off. And it does occasionally, just let go a little bit. Marina Topley-Bird's vocals are fantastic. I love her voice anyway, in everything she's done. Yeah, but he's a well named artist, Tricky, because he is really difficult to get a grip of. You don't know exactly what he's going to do next, or why he's doing what he's doing now. But absolutely superb, and that's such a good song. And I think was it off what album was that off? Blowback, I think it might have been, mightn't it? That's a good album as well. He's done some really good stuff, Tricky. It's not just trip hop either. He really does like to mess around with the genres and throw a bit of extra in there. So if you're not listening to anything, go back. Brilliant with Massive Attack, but his solo stuff is superb as well. Next on my mum's birthday is Ash, Girl from Mars, from the album 1977. The album's called 1977 because that was when they were born. So in 1995 they were kids, and I mean proper kids, 17, 18-year-old, which is very, very young for a band like that. But they were brilliant, and even though it was in the middle of Britpop, there was always something a little bit different about Ash. They had a bit of a punk sensibility about them, maybe that the fearlessness of youth, but absolutely superb album, 1977. Some good hits off there, good singles, but it works well as an album. I reckon it really does work well. Kung Fu's a brilliant tune as well. A lot of energy, not just because, I mean, obviously at the time Britpop, there was a hell of a lot of guitar bands, very bloated guitar bands, whereas they seem to keep that little bit of an edge to them. So I think it was a really, really good album, and this is a great song as well, Girl from Mars. Brilliant. Up next on my sister's birthday is the Blue Tones' Blue Tonic from the album Expecting to Fly, which is a really, really good album. They had a few good hits around that time, this being one of the bigger ones, but it's another album that's really good. As an entire suite of music, it's really good. Lots of good quality indie. They're not landfill. I hate that phrase, but I understand what it means, you know. Throwaway rubbish that was on the coattails of other indie bands. I always thought there was more to the Blue Tones than that. A lot of really good melodic indie. I always thought they had a little bit in common with the Smiths. Completely different, but that same kind of thing where it was more about melody. They weren't as heavy as some of the bands that were around. They weren't as just obsessed with attitude or, you know, swagger and what have you. It was all about melody. This is a fantastic song, brilliant album. Just a shame that the lead singer turned out to be a bit of a ne'er-do-well. It makes it a tough listen at times, but it's the thing that stepped off the page when I was looking at the top 40 this particular week. So it's got to go in there, I'm afraid. So there you go. There's my 5 things that mean something to me and the reasons why. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like that 5, why not check out these next? Or even these?